ago I bought this sword off of Amazon and ordered it. I think it was Amazon, otherwise I bought it at a truck stop. But I'm pretty sure I ordered this off of Amazon. It comes with these two little throwing knives and stuff. I like this sword quite a lot. That's cool. It's just a short sword. You know, arguably, I don't know if it's, you know, could stand up to a lot of real abuse, whether or not it's been hardened properly, I don't know. Can't remember what I paid for it because I've had this for probably 5 or 6 years at least. And I've hacked it some minor brush, kind of like a machete, but yeah. I have put a metal ruler inside to help guide the blade down in to down into the nylon sheath here that came with it. And as you can see, I added some nylon or leather straps and buckles, which need a little attention. They need a keeper to keep them from dangling, the excess from dangling. And I fit this to fit on my leg. I want to build a total leather one out of this. And I'll show you here how I designed this. Now, it's designed to go on my leg when I'm wearing pants. I'm wearing shorts right now. So when I put this on at the tightest setting that I've created, it's a little loose because I'm not wearing pants. So the pants fill in that space a little bit, and I might have been slightly heavier when I made this. So let me get you pointed down here a little bit. Okay, I designed this to be worn on one of my legs, either left or right, pretty much my right. So, designed this so it would come down here. Let's see. And like I said, this is designed to be worn when I'm wearing pants, which would take up some of this loose space. This is the very tightest setting I've created, and I could make more holes in this if I wanted to. We're going to kind of show you the basic idea here. I don't have anything to keep this from dangling yet. I haven't made that. Okay, and this part was designed to come down here. And is a hole right there. Now you see I got all this excess strap here hanging out, but you can kind of see the idea here where it's supposed to fit tightly against my leg so I can go through the woods and not really be in the way too much because it'll be up against this. And then if I needed it, I could pull it out and use it for whatever. Don't have any formal sword training or whatever, but you know, I thought that would be cool to have that and to go around in the woods with that, whether or not it has any real significant use or not. Look. It's the other reason why I need to create a new shaft for it, because I don't know if you noticed that when I took that down, it's trying to go right through that nylon shaft, and I need leather. I've got some stuff stuffed in the bottom there for the point, but this nylon shaft sheath, as cool as it is, isn't the best design for long term. This needs, I don't really care about these two little knives, they're kind of useless. may or may not make something for these two little knives, little throwing knives like thing. Who knows, maybe they could become useful for something, but for now we're going to set those aside. We may or may not make something for them at a later date, but for right now we're forgoing these and setting them aside. But we do need, let me get back here, we do need a new sheath for this. And we want to redo what we got here to some extent. We basically want to recreate this in leather and make it so it can be worn a little bit better. And maybe instead of buckles, we'll make some industrial Velcro straps that will be a little bit better adjustable. We got to see what we have for industrial Velcro on hand. Hi guys, I just made this leg sheath for this short sword. Made out of leather. I tooled it and stained it and stitched it together and made Velcro straps, which this one, the only thing wrong with this design is these straps just need to be a little bit bigger. On the top, this one goes behind the knee and this one goes down by the ankle, but this one up here for around the knee needs just a little bit lengthened, but other than that it's good. So if you want to find out how I made this and see how I made it, stick by. Alright guys, I've got some cardboard. This just happens to be from Little Bites. This is the cardboard I've chosen to use. You can see pretty thin. It's not as thin as some of the other stuff I've been using here lately, but this will give us a good base for what we're doing here. So let me get this turned down just a little more. Got us a pin. Hopefully this one works. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, basic outline. So what we want to do is, we got the basic outline. We want to take, and let's get us a straight edge. And we just so happen to have one right here that we were using. Okay. 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 All right. Now, we're also going to want to lop off, and let's make it just slightly wider. You want to make it slightly wider and then kind of work our way down to the right size. Okay. Okay. So we can use this for the leather to make 2 of those. And then when we get done, we can knocking stuff off here. Like that over there. Okay, let's get the leather over here. Cut some leather out. So let's set this aside and get the cape. We've got here. So I'm going to need to do this 3 times. All right, so try to be as good about not wasting leather as possible. Okay. Probably should be doing this with a pencil, I normally do, but this is a ding-dong moment. So when I'm said and done, you probably won't see this pen anyway, but that reminds me, I'll get a pen or a pencil to use for the rest of the stuff. Pencil, that. So Okay. I don't know how well you guys can see that indentation right there that I can follow and cut all along through here. So, alright. Cut that out. Here's my scissors. Here they are. I'm just going to cut across here, cut that out. There we go. That'll make it a lot easier. These are actually scissors made for cutting leather. Stay outside the line, not in it. Okay. Clean that up. Okay. For now, I can put this roll of leather back down to where I keep it. Okay. Cut. Okay. Oh, that's the... I'm cutting not where I want to. Let's hope it doesn't ruin the project. Nip that off. And we just got to And then we do the same thing to this, which doesn't need a whole lot. And this one, okay. Okay, so I picked one of these pieces. Okay. If you get the idea, got stickers here. Okay, so the camera shut off, and I don't even know how long ago it shut off, but we made this to go in the middle of these two pieces. Actually, no, let me take this paper off too. Okay. This, we're going to even everything out and square everything out as we go along. These are going to get glued and then sewed, but the sword is designed to come down. This is probably going to get nipped off a little bit, and we'll add some stuff to it to make place the strap on and stuff. And then this come down, and this will all get straightened out and everything as we go along. Now we just got to design and tool this. And get it all kind of straightened out. So we are going to work on that. And all I'm going to do is take and just kind of correct some of these not so straight cuts. And that's pretty much what I'm going to do, is get those straightened out like that, and I'll get back with you. I'm going to save on the camera battery and not try to make such a long video. So I'll get back to it. Alright guys, we are going to try to design the leather, make some designs before we get to the staining. We are going to set forth some artwork and tooling and design it so it looks nice, and then we're going to stain it and treat it before we try to put these pieces together. So we got these pieces, which will eventually fit together. Be glued in. There you go, that's going to be like that. So let's decide what kind of design. We can do all kinds of things. So let's take these okay. Oops. These are called wing dividers. And we use them for all kinds of things. In this case, we're using to kind of establish our border. Okay, let's see. Alrighty. Now eventually we're going to take and put sewing holes through here. And we'll do that eventually, and we'll do that when we get down to, we're going to have to try to sew through 3 layers of leather thickness. But before we get to that, we are going to figure out which side's going to be the bottom and top, and which side we're going to put straps on, such as these. We're going to have to remake new straps. So we'll have to take, I don't think we're going to make buckles like we did here. We're not going to use buckles. I think we're going to take what is called industrial Velcro, which also has very strong Velcro, but the glue on the back is also pretty darn permanent. It takes a lot. Once these get established where you stick them onto, it takes a lot to get them back off. Unlike some stuff that you get, that if it gets too hot and stuff, it starts to get melty and comes off. This won't happen, but you do got to make sure that the leather completely dries before you put that on. So let's figure out how we're going to design all this. So okay, these are what are called leather stamps, And you can use it in all kinds of ways and do all kinds of things. So what we need to do is this is a marble slab that you use for using stamping tools, but when you use things like these, things that you use to make sewing holes, you definitely don't want to use the marble slab. When you buy one of these marble slabs for doing your pounding, you glue a rubber mat to the bottom and you use the rubber bottom for doing stuff. Otherwise, this one, if you can see this one and this one right here, they have been, these two tools have been blunted, and I have replacements for them somewhere, wherever they are. They should be in with these, but I'm not seeing them. But we will figure it out as we go. All right, we gotta decide what we want to do for designing. So, okay. We got all kinds of options here. But first, I gotta get some water. You want to damp your leather. Okay, I'm going to try to stay in these wing divider lines. And we are going to do some fancy. I'm going to do some fancy stuff here. Let's see. What do we want to do here? This is a leaf. And you take my next two leaves. This one kind of got messed up a little bit. Alright, we got those leaves. Maybe we should put there we go. Should be good for the leaves. Get that. Maybe get that. Okay. And then we got a couple of feathers. And let's wait for the feathers. Let's work on what do we want for the design. Okay, I'm just gonna do this all the way across here and then I'll get back to you. Alright, I've been going along putting this border on using, I forget what you call this tool, but I'm going along this edge. I was going along this edge and I couldn't keep it straight because it's too far away, so I'm gonna have to go back over that and fix it. When I get done, it's not gonna matter, but I got this edge looking pretty good. I'm just going along the edge just like this. You gotta stick that in the same hole you're just in and pound it in. Alright guys, not quite exact duplicates, but you can't even really see most of the mistakes real good unless you're really looking for them. So that's why I told you it really wasn't going to matter that I made some of those mistakes. I've done enough of this leatherworking that I know just exactly kind of what to look for. So what we need to do is figure out which side's going to be the top and bottom or what have you, and then figure out how we're going to make the straps that are go around the legs that are going to have the Velcro. Eventually I'm going to start going across, and this is going to get horse stitched right across here, which is taking 2 needles and going through each hole all the way around, all the way through here. There's going to be stitch holes put in here right where this is. So that'll come together nicely. Alright, so I gotta figure out how I'm going to make and where I'm gonna make the straps that are going to go across. So we can use this as a reference and try to maybe improve upon it. Okay, this is the sheath we're trying to emulate. So we're going to want these straps to be on the back part, so whatever part is the back. So we need to decide which one of these actually looks the best. Which side looks the best? I think the leaves are more defined, and I think that spacing right there actually helps bring that out a little more. So which side is the best? This side is the best, so we'll have that be the front, and we'll make this the back. So we will add the straps to this side, and we want to make thicker straps, and we're going to have Velcro. So we need to get some leather. So let me get back to you. Alright, I'm getting into my scraps to see what I got here. Let's see, maybe let's see. Nope, not long enough. We need, that's too thick. probably not. Let's see here. Too thick. Let's see here. Well, we might. Alright. Alright, we'll cut this off. We'll cut it off. Okay. Okay, so where did I do the pencil? Here it is. So we're probably going to make straps probably about 1 inch thick, and I get to use my other tool wherever I have it. Let me look for it. Okay, so this is a strap maker. And we want to make it approximately 1.5 inches. And there's no idea if I'm using this right. This is my first time using this thing. So I don't even know if I'm doing this right. Okay, I don't know which way the blade goes. Okay, it goes like this apparently. First time using that. I likes it. Turned out well. Okay. Now, let's compare it to this. Okay. Now we need to design this. So gonna use this. Okay. And I'm going to use this. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're gonna need 2 straps, so We gotta make another one of these. Okay, put it in here. All right. Cool. All right. Do the same thing. Okay. Okay, now I just need to tool these. We're going to figure out how we're going to attach them. Okay, set that back over here. We'll set these over here. Alright, how are we going to tool these? We should, looking at all my leather stamping tools here, do something a little different. Look at this. Okay. I'm gonna wet the leather. Okay, I'm going to I think I'll start like right here. And I'm just going to go through Well, it must be been super dry or something, because it's not. There. Looks like I'm messing up, but when I get done, you won't even know what I did. Now those little details are showing up. Alright guys, made these two. There's several mistakes, but I don't think anybody's really gonna, unless people really sit there and study it, I don't think people are really gonna notice. I mean, just gives it character. So now we got to get these together. Eventually we got to figure out what we're gonna stain these like. But before we get to the staining process, alright. Okay, so we're gonna have to figure out how to attach these about where I have placed those. So, all right, take this off. Okay. Here's how we're gonna do this. One slightly bigger than the other. No biggie. Alright. Flip this over. Okay. Now, just kind of eye the middle here. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Get my, I got a punch set somewhere. Okay. Okay. So we need a punch about that size. Okay. Punch. Okay. Cool. Okay. That right there. So it's going to be kind of like that, plus these are going to be stitched. Just put this up there or something. Make a little decorative thing up here. Yeah. And put this one right there. That's pretty much what that's going to look like. We'll glue them on. I'm going to have to take those back off. That's basically what that's going to look like. And then there's going to be Velcro. Alright, so I ran out of battery. I had to switch batteries. Okay. So remember, this is going to get... I might just fold that over. Like that. Yeah, that'll work. Fold that over, and maybe I'll make some sort of doodad. Or the staining portion here in a second. Okay, I'm gonna just flip over like that. We should do some decorative. Alright, so we got all the stitch holes ready to go here. Now we got to do what's called slipping. Basically means smoothing out the edges with this thing here. It's called a slicker because you take it along the edges and it smooths the edges. I've chosen a blue or turquoise to stain these with. So we are going to lay down some paper towels. Yes, these pieces look all curled up and everything, but they will be better when we're done. Okay, now we have some of these already stained up towels. Okay, I'm going to stain all this turquoise color. When I'm done, I'll get back with you. Okay, now I'm going to paint these other pieces black. Just gotta find something to put the black in. Okay, I'm just gonna use the bottom of this plastic water bottle. That should make a really nice contrast to the blue. Just gotta wait for that to dry. Alright, I am way too impatient to wait for all this to dry. So I'm going to put some gloves on. And we're going to go ahead and start assembling this. First I'm going to put what you call conchos on here. Okay, we are going to grab, Gorilla Glue. We're going to take the first concho, which I believe is going down here. The only problem is these conchos might get in the way of that sword going in and out. So this is going to be slightly interesting. Put just a little bit of Gorilla Glue. Alright. Alright, which one's the longer one? We'll put the longer one on the top part. Alright. Use a butter knife to tighten this down. Okay, but I forgot to make a hole for this one. Okay, so tighten this down. Make sure that's straight. Okay. Now we gotta get the stitching horse. This is where it's gonna get interesting because we gotta get these started the right way. Okay. And I'm gonna take these gloves off. Okay. Okay, and then you want to take this wax pull it through. Both directions. Alright. Okay, turn that down, that will act like a third hand, and then we can get on with the horse stitch. And the horse stitch is going back and forth through the various holes. Okay. Gets a little bit precarious. Okay. Alright guys, I got all the stitching done. This is what it kind of looks like. I gotta put a couple rivets right here, and then I'll pretty much be done with that part. And then I gotta do the Velcro on these straps, and it'll pretty much be done. There it is. Now I'll show you how it's supposed to go, and we'll see if we need to make any additions to it. Okay. Okay. Leg sheath. Now. See how well. It's in there snug too. So that's kind of how it's supposed to fit. This strap might need to be definitely lengthened. The one for the ankle is perfect, but the strap to go right behind the knee is just barely long enough with pants on. So with shorts, it's not too bad, but they do need to be a little long. This top strap does need to be 6 to 8 inches longer, depending on who's going to be putting it on. But for me, it's just barely on here. So just by a nub.